Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be discussing how to enter the USA as a UK citizen or even a citizen of another country on this list. But the key thing here is you cannot fly directly from any of these countries at the moment because they're on the ban list. So the legal way that you can do this is by going to another country that's not on this list. And I will be letting you know the banned country lists, and then what you can do is write those down and then look for countries that are not on the ban list, and then you want to try and fly from that country to America. So I have just got back from a holiday or a vacation, as some call it, in Las Vegas, Nevada. So what I did was I flew to Istanbul, Turkey, and Turkey is a country that you're allowed to fly to the USA from. So I spent 2 weeks in Turkey, but to be sure here, I spent 15 days. So I made sure that I was 14 days out of the UK, so 14 days in Turkey, and on that 15th day, that's the day that I flew on. So you want to be very, very careful. Make sure that for 14 full days, so midnight to midnight, 14 days, you're out of the UK. And then try and fly on the 15th day, so there's no trouble with like the timelines and that. And I went to Istanbul airport, and the airport staff will ask you first of all, have you got an ESTA? So make sure you have an ESTA, which you can do online, which is the visa waiver program. So make sure you have an ESTA, make sure you get an ESTA, and then at the airport you want to show that, and that's the one you're leaving from. And also at Istanbul, they asked how long we have been out of the UK for, and then you tell them, and they can also take your passports. With us, they took our passports and they scanned the passport, and the passport came back and they said, yes, you've been out of the UK, so you're fine. Then we got our tickets, our boarding pass. Then we landed in Chicago, and at the Chicago airport, the US customs man saw that we were from the Turkish Airlines flight, so that was fine. He just asked the questions. Why are you coming to the USA, what you plan to do in the USA, and also they like to know where you're staying, so whether that be a hotel or whether it be an Airbnb. And then also they like to know that you've got funding, which is fair, so you're not going to work, or you're not going to do anything where you're earning money. Basically, make sure you have enough money to fund your holiday and spend in America, but it has to be your money. And yeah, so keeping the rules, regulations and laws of the United States. And that was all fairly simple. That went really well. So the key thing I would say is, for now, I know that Turkey works. There's lots of other countries that are not on the ban list, but what you want to do is go to Expedia or Booking.com and search that country that you plan to go to, and you want to make sure that that country flies directly to the United States, and the plane cannot stop over. No layovers, no stopovers in a ban list country, because that would ruin your 14 days. You can't stop over in a ban list country. You can only stop over in a country that's not on this ban list. So the ban list for entry into the United States, any person that has been in this country or in one of these countries in the 14-day period is not allowed to fly to the United States. That is China, Iran, Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Monaco, San Marino, Vatican City, United Kingdom, so that is England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, Brazil, South Africa and India. So that's a huge area. Mostly it's all of Europe, and mainly it's because of the Delta variant and India variant. But let's hope sometime soon in the near future that there's direct flights again, because it's unfair really, because the UK and a lot of these countries here have not been allowed to go to America for over a year now. Like, this travel ban has been in place for over 1 year. So there are ways around it, and legal ways around it, by just being outside of these countries and then flying from the US from the other country. The only issue is you have to spend money on a hotel and spend money on the flight going to that country and then leaving that country before you actually get to your desired country, in this case being the United States. So let me know your thoughts and comments below in the comments. I would love it if people could take time and write, paragraphs and detailed responses to give motivation and help to other people, to let people know what works, what is allowed and what doesn't. Because before I travelled, I literally only watched a few YouTube videos, because there wasn't many YouTube videos. There's not many videos on how to, get around the travel ban. There was only 3 videos that I watched, and then had to read those comments, and then there was a lot of people saying this works, this doesn't work. So it was a bit worrying. But as I've done it now, I can literally say you can get into the country and it does work for me. But don't always think it's going to be definite. What you can do is the best that you can do. Make sure you've got everything in place. You've got your ESTA, you've got a valid passport, you've got valid reasons for going to America. That could be watching a sporting event, it could be tourism. For me, I said it was the sporting event, and it was tourism which I wanted to do. I wanted to see Las Vegas, and yeah, hopefully later this year I get to go to America again. I'm hoping to go and watch the Fury Wilder fight in October, so that'll be in Las Vegas again, and then I hope to go from Las Vegas and actually see Florida, and then that'll be my first time going to Florida. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.